Hello again. Now we're going to add the bishop to our pawn game. Now the bishop is going to tell you how it moves by looking at this crack, this thing. If you notice, if you look at your bishop on your board, or maybe this board a little bit, see that the bishop's crack is at an angle. This shows that the piece moves at a diagonal. Where the rooks are horizontal and vertical, the rook moves up and down, left and right. The knight will look like an L, so it moves in an L. And the bishop, the line is at vertical, so it's going to go vertical. So if we take this piece, we take it over here, we put it in the middle of the board, we can see it will move in a diagonal line from here, all the way to here. And again, it can capture the piece that is on its side. So it can capture this piece, which would not be a good idea because this rook will take it. Or it can move at an angle here, and it can capture this piece, which it would not be a good idea because this bishop will take this piece. It can take this piece. So those would not be a good idea to take either one of those pieces. Now, and it also can move at this angle. It can move backwards as well. It can't go to this square because there is a pawn there, and this one can move this way, and it can't go this one because there. If you notice, they start out on the one with one on the white squares and one on the dark squares. So if it's on the dark square, it's always going to stay on the dark square. If it is on the white square, it is always going to stay on the white squares. So it'll never go to the other color. So if we want to move these out, we're going to have to move either this pawn right here or this pawn to move this one out, or we move this pawn or this pawn to get this one out. It's usually a good idea to move one of the middle ones, and so we can take, if we take that middle one out, they can move their pawns. Remember, on the first move, the pawn can move 1 or 2 spaces from there on out, and it's only 1 space for the pawn. And after that move, now we can bring the bishop out. Okay, and now this one's on, since it's on this square right here in the middle, it can take this one, and if it takes this one, there is no defense, so that would be a good one to take right there. Okay, now we're going to add this to our pawn game, which is going to make it even more difficult. So you're going to try to get the pawns all the way across to the other side of the board. Once again, if you get a pawn all the way over to the other side, that is a point. It doesn't have to stay there to keep a point, so just get it across and that's good. And make sure you watch out for all the pieces. We've added almost all the pieces to the board, and good luck. We'll see you later.